morning and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights. And today I'm going to share with you a very easy recipe for cheese scones. Cheese scones. Some nice little delicacies that you can have at breakfast, or you can have it as a side biscuit. But let's go to those ingredients and let's get these cheese scones done. And one tip, you have to work very quickly. So what I would advise, get all your ingredients together first. To preheat your oven to 350 to 400, sorry. Preheat your oven to 400 and just let that rest right there. Now, also, once you get your oven on, the tray that you're going to bake them in, just rest that tray in the oven so that it can heat up. The heating up of the pan that you're going to bake it in assists with the rising of the scones. So we get our pan, get our oven on, and set our pan in the oven to start heating up whilst we deal with our ingredients. So now all of the ingredients, have them all out. The first thing we're going to do is to sift our dry ingredients. I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We have 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 3 teaspoons of baking powder. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And we have 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Now the sugar, you would say, why the sugar? The sugar brings out the flavor of the cheese. If you've ever heard of that, but that's what the sugar does in this recipe. So let's sift our dry ingredients and then we'll go on from there. Now we have all our dry ingredients sifted. We're going to add cheese, and this is 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. 2 cups of shredded cheddar I'm using in here. Get it all in, and I'll mix this. I'll take a knife. It's gonna because I need to coat the cheese with the flour and get it all mixed in, but I'll use a knife for this purpose, just to make sure that it's every strand is being mixed in here. Just something I saw that I realized that works better than using a spatula or pressing it together. Anyway, so here we go. We have the cheese into the dry ingredients, and this is my twist on it. I just like some greenery in there. You can put some scallion. I have just a little bit of scallion and a piece of cilantro, and I have a red jalapeno which I seeded, and I took all the seeds out and the veins out. And I'm going to add that in here, just a half of a jalapeno. It may give it a kick, but it's going to give it a nice flavor. Let's mix that in there also. Okay. Good. So what I do here is I make a well in the middle and 1 cup of milk. I list all the ingredients in the description box below. And you don't overwork the dough. You'll work very quickly but very lightly. You would not overwork this dough at all. Just use the knife or a spatula, which one works better for you, and just to bring the dough together. Just to bring it together. Just until the dough comes together. Just until it comes together. And then we're going to turn this out onto a floured surface and then proceed to do the cutting of the scones. I'll just flour my hand so that I can handle it. It's a little sticky, so just get it out. Let me flour my surface. Get everything out onto the floured surface, and we'll work from there. If you see it's really a little sticky, just dust with a little bit of flour just to dry it off a little, and then you can proceed. Okay, I think I just put a little bit of flour on here so that I can work well with it. So I added a few sprinkles of flour, maybe about a tablespoon. Just sprinkled it. I just need my surface to be nice and floured, you know. And I'll just shape this into a rectangle about 1 inch thick. We're not going to be doing any rolling out or anything like that. Just shift it out. How are we going to cut this? I'm going to use a cookie cutter. People tend to use like a glass to do it, and I find that when I use the glass presses down on the dough, compresses the dough, kind of makes it dense, and it gets a problem, right? You have a problem with it rising again. So if I use a sharp knife or a sharp cookie cutter, I can do that and just press down lightly on it, and you don't have a problem with it rising again. So a cookie cutter or a sharp knife, depending on what shape you want, but the glass, no. So let's start our cutting. If you want it a little thinner, you can just press it out a little more. Oven is ready. Okay, so we'll start, depending on the size, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe make them a little smaller, round. Making them a little smaller here. You see, this, you just press down lightly on that. Get it out. Flour the tip of that, so so that it will slide out. Shake them out, yeah. When I do all my cutting, because when I'm going to put it in the tray, I just want to. So we're going to put this back together, and we're going to continue the process. We're going to put this back together, and we're going to continue. But let's get the tray out. The tray is nice and hot, so. Is nice and hot. I'm just going to sprinkle some flour in it. And we gently place them in the tray, give them some breathing space. Get this back together and get a couple more out of here. One little one left. That would be for me. A tester. Okay. Just left that right here. And now, you just put this back into the oven. Remember your tray is hot, so oven is at 400. See how beautiful they are. And 20 minutes and we'll be done. They are in the oven. As it happens, I forgot the egg wash. So here we go. One egg with a little bit of water. One egg with a little bit of water. Can't forget the egg wash. As soon as I closed the oven, I said, oh my goodness, the egg wash. So I had to drag them out of there. And we're gonna just put the egg wash on. So we just put a little egg wash on there. So Everybody has some egg wash. Go back into the oven. Yeah, so don't forget your egg wash, okay? Let's go back into the oven. And 20 minutes and we'll be back. So here we are, guys, 20 minutes after. So here we are, guys, 20 minutes later. I just took them out of the oven. They're nice and golden, golden brown. And I just put them on a plate. And I'm sure if you have made scones before, there's a traditional method where you just where you do the rubbing of the butter into the flour and all that stuff. That's a traditional thing, but this is just an easy scone, cheese scone recipe that's really, really, really delicious. So here we go. So we're gonna let them cool for a little bit, and then we'll do a taste test. I'll see you then. And as you can see, that's the little red in there. That's the red jalapeno that I put in, and I have this one with some butter. I'm gonna put some jelly on the other one, and yeah, I just love the little specks of green and red in there. So let's taste. So let me know in the comments what you prefer, butter or jelly, butter or jelly. Oh, it's awesome. Cheesy, soft, flaky. That's the butter. The jelly. Heavenly with the jelly. The sweet with the salty, cheesy mix. Awesome. You'll love these. You'll be making them every day if you can. I'll go for jelly again. I'm gonna go for the whole thing. Awesome. It's a wrap. Once again, another successful recipe from Chris's Caribbean Delights. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Be safe. Love you.